Hey guys, Mr. Murko here, bringing another Pokemon NUX My battle, and this is with my brand new team, and this battle is against Mrdevilfish. He's from the Twitch chat like most of my battles are, and so let's take a look at my new team as well as his team. So I've got Garbodor, which is going to be my physical wall, a Scyther, Sliggoo, Samurott, Ursaring, and Lampent, which is actually a shiny one. And he's got a Heatmore, Roselia, Dunsparce, Mr. Mime, and Probopass, and a Seismitoad. So looking at the team, some of my weaknesses are Ice, Ground, Rock, and I think and Electric. And looking at some of his weaknesses are Ground and Fighting. And so yeah, he doesn't have a bunch of holes in his team, but it still turns out to be a pretty good match. And yeah, so hope you guys like my new team. And this Lampent's the first ever legit shiny I've gotten, and it's technically methoded, but I didn't actually do any of the spending a long time for it. I just got a random Litwick that was shiny from an egg, and it worked. So yeah, happy Sunday, guys, and I'm going to be studying for finals soon, so I'm not going to be able to upload as much because, you know, finals are hard. Okay, so let's get going to this battle. So, Tall Jesus is issuing a challenge. I don't know why his name is that, but it's funny. So he's going to lead off with his Vibrator Seismitoad, and I'm going to lead off with my Garbodor, which, like I said, is my physical wall. And I'm just going to start off by setting up some spikes. I do outspeed him, so I know he's going to be a bulky attacker, and he goes for the Earthquake here, and that does a little over half. And I got the Black Sludge recovery, so he's going to go for another Earthquake here. So I'm just going to go into Splice my Scyther, and I knew that was coming, so now I didn't know if he was going to carry a Rock move or not, so I was just going to switch right out again and just kind of scouting what it is, and go into my Samurott here. And this is a Choice Spec Samurott, which what a lot of people don't know is he actually has a higher special attack base than his special physical. So I went for the Ice Beam there, and he went for the Poison Jab. And I knew I can resist pretty much all of his moves. So I go back into Garbodor here, and yeah, I went for the Ice Beam there because I thought he might switch into Roselia. So here I just opt to go for the second layer of spikes and let him take out my Garbodor, which is good. So far I've been using my Garbodor more as a suicide spikes kind of thing. So now I'm going to go back into my Samurott here. I'm going to go for the Grass Knot, and that's going to be an easy one-shot. And the good thing about this Samurott is no one expects a special Samurott, so no one really knows what he's going to carry, and it just makes him hit really hard and surprise people. So he's going to swap into his Mr. Mime here. Now I'm going to Snurfs Mum, my shiny Lampent, and he goes for the Hypnosis here, and that misses. And here I go for the Shadow Ball, and I'm a Timid Choice Scarf set. And that's going to knock him down to low yellow, but he's going to get the Citrus Berry recovery. He goes for Hypnosis, and it misses again, so he was raging a little bit, and I kept trying to explain that Hypnosis has 60 base accuracy. So now he knows I'm Scarfed, and he's going to swap into this Dunsparce because it can eat up my Shadow Ball. So now I can't do anything to this guy, so I have to switch out, and I go back into my Samurott because I felt that would be a good swapping in. This thing is carrying Agility, so I know right away that this is just going to be a troll thing that's going to outspeed you and then flinch you to death. So this guy really took a long time to get rid of and was super annoying. So he goes for the second Agility here, and I just go for the Surf, and this is going to deal a ton of damage to him and just miss the KO. If I was carrying Hydro Pump on this thing, then it would be gone, but I didn't want to. I'm fine with sacrificing accuracy or power for accuracy. So anyways, he's going to go for the Bite here, and that's going to get the flinch on me, and I don't want to get my Samurott whittled down because he has no source of recovery. So I'm just going to go on my Scyther here, which is a bulky Sword Dance set with Eviolite. And I know this thing can't do a ton to me, and anything it does try and do, I can just roost off. So here I go for the Quick Attack, and that doesn't do very much. So I know from that, he's going to be he's invested in defense because Dunsparce has base 70 defenses. So now he's going to go for the rest here, which is going to put him all the way back to full here. And I just went for the aerial ace to see how much that would do, and did just under half. And after left, he's about a third of his health, so I can't really do anything to this. So I'm just going to swap back into my Lampent because I knew a Snore was coming because he was talking about this set earlier, and he revealed to me that he had Snore, so I just kind of had the advantage on that little play here. And here I'm just going to switch right back out, and the reason I did this was I thought he might expect my Overheat or Flamethrower and go into his Durant to eat that up, but he just decides to stay in as I go into Japanese, which I don't know why I named this thing it, because he's a samurai or something. So he goes for the Snore here, and now he wakes up, goes for Bite, and that's going to flinch me, which is... And this Dunsparce just stays in here for fucking forever and continues to flinch everything I have, so... Once again, I don't want to get too much damage on him, so I just go into my Scyther, which is my only real answer to this thing, because everything else gets outsped and doesn't have a good source of recovery. So it's just going to continue trying to bite flinch me here, and all I'm trying to do is start setting up some sword dances so I can take this thing out. So here he goes for bite again, and the thing was just really annoying, but I was able to not get flinch this time. Now I got a sword dance up, so I'm at +2 attack, and I know even at +2 that since my first aerial ace only did about a third of his health, that a sword dance wouldn't kill him. So here I just opted to go for the roost in case he got on a long streak of flinches, because I really needed my Scyther to take this thing out effectively. And so here he just continues to spam bites for days, which... This thing, it's really annoying. It did its job. It's just meant to be a troll and kind of whittle down people's HP. So here I'm able to get the second sword dance up, so now I know for certain that I can one-shot this thing with an aerial ace. So he's going to go for another bite, and I get flinched again, which, yeah, I think this is like a 60% chance of flinching me. So here I break through, get the roost off, and get almost back to full, and out comes yet another bite, as this Dunsparce has been around here forever, and I finally get the aerial ace off, and for whatever reason, aerial ace makes the HP go down really, really fast. So that thing finally goes down, and out comes is Probopass, and I have nothing on this set to take care of a Probopass, so I just had to swap out there, and I just go into my Sliggoo here, which is... I can't do anything to him, but he can't do anything to me if he's carrying like Power Jam or Discharge or anything along those lines. So I get the Paralyze here, and what this carries is on this I carry Dragon Breath, Thunderbolt, Rest, and Sleep Talk. It's just meant to kind of get stuff paralyzed and take a bunch of hits. So now it goes into Roselia here, and I go for the Dragon Breath. The reason I have Dragon Breath is just so I can get that Paralyze on here, so I can set up for my other guys, because I don't have a super fast team. The only fast Pokemon are my Scyther and my Lampent. So now I switch out into Scyther. He's going to get raped by Stealth Rocks, and then he just goes for the Sludge Bomb and takes him out. So yeah, Scyther really did his job. Now I go into Ursaring, and this is just the normal Toxic Orb Quick Feet set. But here I realize that I don't want to take a Sludge Bomb to the face, so I have to go into my Lampent here, but he does get the Paralyze here. And if you're wondering, I do not carry Protect on the set. I actually carry Sword Dance, as you'll see. And now he goes into Heatmore here, and I knew he'd want to go into Heatmore to eat up my Fire move, so I did go for the Shadow Ball. And now I wasn't sure if he was going to carry Sucker Punch or not, so I decided to stay in, but he did carry Sucker, and that's going to easily kill my Lampent, which is too bad. So, and I do see he's a Life Orb set, and most likely mixed, because he doesn't have... These guys don't have enough physical attacks to be a full-on physical attacker. So now, with Ursaring, I know I can outspeed it since it was Life Orbed, and even if he was Jolly, or max speed too. So I just went for the Facade there, took him out, and now we play a little cat and mouse game as he sends in his Mr. Mime, and he predicts I'm going for the Facade here, and that's what I do. And Yeah, he's just trying to play a little chase me around kind of thing and get that poison damage to start racking up, which is really annoying to do, and I hate it when people do that to me because I feel like I'm going to overpredict or something. So in comes the Roselia here, and I just went for the close combat, and that's, even though it resisted, it's still going to do a ton of damage, and I'm going to be able to take it out next turn. So even if you wanted to swap back in a Probopass thinking I'd go for a Facade, it wouldn't matter, because I just in case, I went for another close combat here, and that's going to take him out. And now all he has left are his Mr. Mime and his Probopass. So pretty much the game is mine at this point. He goes into his Mr. Mime, and after the spikes damage, I can take him out with a close combat, just in case he decides to be a little prick and swap out. But Devilfish isn't a prick. So I take him out with a close combat, and down goes Mr. Mime, and his last Pokemon is going to be this Probopass, and good, and I still have PP on my close combat, so I'm just going to go for the close combat. It doesn't carry Protect or anything. So out comes the close combat. That's going to be an easy kill from half damage. Down goes the Probopass, and that's going to be game. So good game, Devilfish. Thank you guys for watching this. Hope you enjoyed my new team along with this video. And if you enjoyed, make sure to like, comment, subscribe. It means a lot to me. And yeah, keep in mind that since I have finals, I won't be able to upload as much over the next 2 weeks or so because grades are important to me. And yeah, so that's it, guys. Murk out.